Yo, welcome back. Nick, Adam's outside. So the purpose of today's video is, might as well get straight to it. We're second fixing the kitchen that we'd already done. Adam's here and Adam's filming his first YouTube video. Going so well so far. He's already given me some ribbon, so fair play to him. What I'll do at the end of this video is attach a link straight across so you can go see Adam's video. He now realised why I say so much, and he's already said on his. It's just one of them things, spending too much time with me. We are second fixing, kitchen's in. We've pretty much done everything here. This is the job we did before Christmas, which you remember we were with Aaron. They've taken all the sockets off, and then this is how we've turned up. They've just exposed the sockets even though they're on. So as much as you can do good practice of putting the yellow shields on to make it safe to screw it back, the plaster has removed them and plastered it and thrown them all in the bin, which is a shame because we normally reuse them because it's quite handy. But so no one's been here, no one lives here, thank God. That's empty property, but that's the thing. Nothing we can do to try and make things safer. People just don't do it. So the fuse board's been upgraded. We've already labelled things up. I've already tested it, but I tested on a piece of paper when we did it initially to leave after first and second fix. Obviously we knew we were coming back to do a little bit more, and I can't find test results anyway, so we're gonna have to redo everything. So it is what it is. I think it came out quite neat. This all went back to bare brick when we were doing it because the plasterwork was that bad and that old, it flaked off. But everything's been upgraded, with a Flexicon, but this is actually all getting boxed in, hence why it's up there. This was an downstairs shower room. This has now been upgraded to a utility room, so the socket needs going in there, extractor fan needs going up, coming onto the light switch. Kitchen, just doing a few second fixes. Adam's outside doing his video on outside socket and outside lights, front and back. But yeah, so it's just a bit of a second fixing video. I'll mention today's sponsor, so it's Traderify. But hang on to the end of the video because I'm going to do a giveaway on that Powerbank. So once I'm done here, I won't film too much here. We'll nip to my unit. We'll go around the Powerbank and I'll supply links and everything to it to how to enter the competition, but it's a really, really cool little Powerbank compared to the bigger one I've got, which is way more lightweight and usable, especially with charging lights, batteries and everything. So hang on to the end of the video for that. But sponsor is Traderify. Thank you very much, Traderify. Traderify is a job management app, which I've always said before, and I'll link all the videos down below. Useful tips and hints of how to use the software. Tracks jobs, scheduling, invoices, quotes, makes your life a hell of a lot easier while you're at work, so when you get home, you don't have to do this paperwork. Go check them out. Oh God, I'll better saying that. Right, so this stud wall's been put in. That's our switch. So this is the temporary switch we put in for the bathroom. That's just through the loft hatch. It was actually in the loft, but they pulled it out. Extractor fan, this is what they've done with my light. Cool. And then that's what someone's done a cracking job of cutting the batteries out. So no matter how neat and tidy, I'm not moaning, I'm just saying to everyone watching who's new on site or going on site, no matter what you do or how neat and how tidy or how you can put safety features in place to cover yourself and other people, people will rip it out and to make their life easier. There's nothing we can do to stop that unless we're sat here 24/7. You know, all the guys that are watching this, if you had any situations, let me know below where you've put stuff in place, you know, you can come back and the fuse board's been moved over 2 foot. You can't prevent that. It's other people messing around with your work, and unless you take pictures or take videos and stuff, a lot of the time you'll never notice it. This is going to be extremely boring because some idiot, not naming any names, left the Bosch Go somewhere, didn't they, Adam?
Yeah.
Who was that idiot? It was
me.
No, it was me. I left it at home. I used it for the video yesterday in the unit when I took all them old fuse boards apart, and then put it in my little lunchbox handbag thing, and found Hallie playing with it last night. Brilliant. Right, so what I've done here, they're back on, and this is the thing why I say to customers that have brush chrome fittings, don't have them until everything is completed, because the amount of plaster and scratches, and you can see on there, and it's not a moaning video, I'm not trying to moan, I'm just trying to make you aware when you're going to customers, especially new customers, and they go, on brushed chrome fittings or brass ones or whatever, do not fit them until last. If not, put cheap white ones on, get it covered, and then, you know, the kitchen can be used and whatnot until you can come back to put brushed ones on, because they will always get damaged and scratched. I've wrapped plastic bags on them, I put tape on them, everything. There's always a scratch on one of them, and it's always our fault somehow, unless you can warn the customer before. The blame always comes on you. What I did here, I ran two 6mm feeds. I ran a 6mm that comes off this ISO down to this cooker wedge, and then also I ran a separate 6mm that was going to be for the oven. I put this in, it didn't have to be because there was only a 13 amp oven going in. But what I'll do, I'll pull this back through, drill it, single socket, that will then be plugged through with the point of isolation in the cupboard. But I always find it, when you can, run two 6mm, and then you've got the chance at some point if there was a bigger oven going in, or an induction hob. I know people say allow diversity between the two, that most of the time a halogen hob and a cooker on at the same time, unless they're full whack with a maximum load, it really won't most of the time take up to 32 amp, but I would rather put two in when it's an empty property. This is here, the fuse board's just there. It was very easy to run, two separate feeds. Future-proofs it a bit. Some people might buy me off of that, but that's what I believe is that if you can, it only costs that little bit more, but the customer then can literally put in here whatever they want, and it's not, we're not going to have to change any wiring. I'll just add as well, for the single socket that I'm putting in low level here, we will downrate it to a 20 amp breaker on the board, just to cover the circuit itself, because I think a lot of the time the socket outlet, especially single socket outlet, won't actually be rated to 32 amp. It's different because it's on a ring, because it's shared, but on a pulled circuit itself, I don't think they're allowed that much. So we'll downrate for 20, then it'll just become what will be a 6mm radial 20 amp circuit running to a single socket. Right, so we're here now. We've got the socket on. Put my screwdrivers on the side. Literally none of them. This is another thing that annoys me. Let's do an annoyed video. What a rubbish termination. Adam's recording. Oh voila. Adam's just found, he's about to do the outside lights, and I had disconnected it. I never connected the outside light into the switch because we ran power to the switch. So he was just going to pull that off to isolate it to make sure that's what I said, turn the circuit off, and he said, I've got a bit of a problem. Well, what's the problem, Adam? Someone's put a boiler in the way. Oh dear.
We are in trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Stubby screwdrivers. They're in the van somewhere. Oh, we've got little ratchet ones. Hang on. Back in a sec. Ha-ha! I win. Oh god, this is going to take ages. And he's done it. Boom. Tool check plus. There we go. Right, I'll let Adam do that. Okay, Fred. Adam. Socket. Light. Nice. Right, I'm going to carry on to the kitchen. I'm going to cook a wedge on, so socket to go in there. Kitchen's done. Heat alarms up, lights, extractor stuff, they're screwed back. And then there's not much more to do here as such, other than screw back and do a wardrobe light, so that's going to be a bit boring. So we'll get a bit of testing in at the end, and then I'll see you at the unit. Right, that's a little update for your wall. Yesterday, while eating, I think it was an apple, I managed to snap my back right top molar in half, and now I've got a nice jagged bit sticking into my gum, sorry, into my cheek. And then today, after literally eating, I think it was a sushi wrap, I've now done my back left. So this just shows the damage I've caused to myself. I'm eating those sugary energy drinks and Monsters and Rockstars and all that sort of stuff. So I have actually stopped drinking them. As of the 1st of January, I had a sugar-free one the other day for no reason whatsoever, and I was annoyed with myself. But yeah, I've done some damage to my teeth, I think. So I've already rang the dentist and I'm booked in the next couple of days. So don't do it, it's not worth it. Right, we're nearly done. Adam's just finished off the wardrobe lights. We've gone through the list the customer had left for us. Scribbled everything out. So, to be fair, I do find I've got a list somewhere on my iPad, but it's handy when customers do that. Next thing is I'm just gonna give everything a full test. Ooh, let me just. Yes, look at that. Fire mastic on the top, sealed in. The only thing I've got to put on is the fly lead from the board cover into the terminal and put some on the gas and water. Give it a test. Right, usual scenario, iPad, I use EasyCert, test her out. What I'll do, which is the worst part about it all, is fill the iPad out for all the information I need to do as usual. Then I'll just test each individual circuit. Obviously I'm going to do my ZE first, my PFC. I like to do my RCD check to start with for some unknown reason, I don't know why. And then from that we'll just start first circuit, complete that circuit throughout the schedule. So I won't film all that, but this is what it is. And then as soon as I've done this, I'll run up and check what Adam's done, and then we'll see you at the unit. This is what happens every time I come to the unit. Adam does this.
No, does this?
Anyway, see, I missed the cool bit. Anyway, job's over, we're at the unit now. This is the power bank. So this got sent to me, like I said in the previous video. Obviously I still use my other big power bank, but this one, I mean the other one weighed a ton, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This weighs next to nothing. Even Anna can pick it up with 2 hands.
And on the hoverboard.
And the hoverboard. Right, so you've got wireless charger on top, 12 volt output, you've got a 240 output which goes maximum to 350 watts, USB outputs and a USB-C, you can see on here, 12 volt stuff on there, so you can also charge it off a solar panel if you have the solar panel. It also has a light on the side which is here. We've used this on about 5 jobs now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Fully charged, and as you saw off one of the previous jobs, we had it charging my Bosch power bank easily, and 2 uni lights at the same time, and I also charged my phone on top of it a little bit as well. So I'll put a link to Amazon on here. I think it's around about the £200 mark. I should have really checked before. But what I'll do with this, obviously this is my one, and this is the one they sent me to send to you guys. So because it only makes sense for me to do it in the UK because it's got a UK output on it, it wouldn't really make sense to send it anywhere else. So I'll do it on my Instagram, I'll put it below once the video goes live at the same time, or maybe a couple of hours before so you guys can get ahead. I will put it on Instagram, follow everything that's on there, normal thing of like and tag. And should we get up to, when should we do the giveaway? When we hit 15k followers on Instagram, and it's only another 1,000, which is easy for you guys to do. It's a great little bundle, and you know, 200 quid freebies, a sound thing to get. So yeah, follow all my stuff in the description, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.